Also, before starting the video, here's a big disclaimer. My voice may hear the sound of me blowing, so it can be annoying at times, but you have to live with it for now. Sorry. Okay, let's get to the video. What are Spy's best and worst weapons in MVM? Hello, and welcome to my first video on the channel. If you have subscribed but this is still my first video, here's a veteran's ticket for later. Anyway, here are the rules. Number 1, this is a bootcamp tier list, so I'm not the best at MVM but still teachable to others. 2, I will not include the red tape recorder because, well, laziness reasons. 3, most importantly, enjoy. Okay, let's get started. The Your Eternal Reward is bad for one thing. Its only upside is literally doesn't matter. Rather than casual, it doesn't make you disguise instantly. And you can just disguise at the same rate with any knife. So what's the point? And the downsides are you have a 33% cloak drain rate and you lose all your cloak when you disguise. It's just like a knife that has downsides and no upsides. It's not worth it. Okay, the Enforcer was totally expected. So you get 20% damage bonus after you uncloak. So it's just kinda situational. Since you're only gonna get you only cloak for money and like getting to the bot's backline. And the upside of penetrating resistances doesn't matter since there's no like vaccinator medics in MVM. Oh, and the downsides, you get no random crits and a 20% slower firing speed. It's just a big downgrade from stock. Okay, you might bump it up to B tier, but it just comes down to personal preference and what map you're playing. Okay, it's really good for rounds with pyros because you get afterburn immunity for 10 seconds and you're immune to fire for 1 second. But you lose your knife when you get catch on fire, which is like really bad. But it's alright since you're immune and you can just cloak back and wait for your knife to regen. But for rounds without pyros, under any circumstances, don't use this weapon. There's literally no use for it because all the upsides are relating to pyros. And your victim turns to ice and the boss will probably see you. So yeah, please don't use it when there's no pyros. Well, this is the part you've been waiting for. The Ambassador. This thing can crit on headshots. For you new MVM players, you think that might be a good thing. But the damage followed by distance makes it kinda pointless since you'll do less damage anyways. And in some circumstances, it might do less damage than stock in every way. But there's a reason why this is not D tier. It's pretty fun. Use your knife and you want to fight far away, mainly for medic bots, you can just headshot and hotshot over again. It's pretty fun. But for practicality's sake, it's not good. Okay, this thing is kinda situational. You don't need you don't need infinite cloak. You mainly want to get a cloak for money or once again get to the bot's backlines. But it's B tier for one reason. The Cloak and Dagger Electron J combo. It's really fun and you can just stay invisible for... You don't need infinite cloak. You mainly want to get a cloak for money or, once again, get to the bot's backlines.
You already used that one.
Or did I?
You don't need infinite cloak. You mainly want to get a cloak for money or, once again, get to the bot's backlines.
That's not me.
Okay, seriously, it's not. It's the worst in this watch after all of them. Okay, moving to the good weapons. You can use it in most situations for fun or practicality's sake. We're in the 8th tier now. Okay, the stock Invis watch. Hear me out. If you know all the ammo boxes in the map, you can just stay invisible forever, so you don't need the cloak and dagger. But seriously, this thing is very versatile, and you can collect the money without your enemy seeing you. It's the most quiet uncloak sound, and the cloak drain rate is low, so it's just very versatile. Not much to say, so on to the next weapon. The stock revolver. This thing's the definition of all reliable. It has the fastest firing speed out of all the spy revolvers, except you. And the best part, no damage penalty. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll pause here for a second. I know the Enforcer does not have a damage penalty, but who cares about the Enforcer? Okay, see ya. It has the highest damage potential and is very versatile. Not much to say, so next one. The Electron J is very good because the added cloak duration and 50% cloak on hit. Dude, I can just stay cloaked forever. Okay, but seriously, it's really good, and the downside doesn't matter because you'll mainly play knife spy. Because what are you, a weirdo? It has the best util out of the all revolvers, and it's really good. The 25 damage penalty doesn't matter, so maybe kinda OP. Okay, the stock knife is real balanced. No health decrease like most meta weapons per spy, and has no downside and upsides. It's really good, but there are more fun alternatives and better. Not much to say, so yeah. Okay, we're moving to what I call the metaverse, but good. The Diamondback. Stop the music! Gotta get serious with this one. I know you were waiting for my opinion. This don't lie to me. And you are expecting S tier. And you're completely correct. This is single-handedly the best damage dealing revolver for spy. Forget what I said about the stock revolver. It's just really good. It's like the Frontier Justice, but for spy and more OP. And the downside. You think it's something that'll make it balanced? I'll tell you in 3, 2, 1. 15% damage penalty. 15% damage reduction. That may sound like a lot, but the whole point of using the weapon is crit. So what's the point of the downside if you're doing crits in the first place? And if you're wondering how you can get crits, sapping and getting backstabs, that's literally your job as spy. And it's just not fair in pubs and MVM or just any mode. Okay, these are my opinions on the big earner in one clip. Okay, this thing is the definition of high risk, high reward. On backstab, you get a speed boost, which is really good for chain stabs, as you saw in the clip. And the best upside, 30% cloak on kill. That means you can feign your death, sap the bots, get your feign again, and survive the next wave of bots coming right behind you. And you can just doing that continuously while waiting for your sapper. It's really good. But the downside, you get 100 health instead of 125. It's a really big downside, but if you master it, it's like really good. Ooh, this can be interesting! Okay, this is by far, under any circumstances, the best Invis watch. It may not be for everyone, but spies can die very, very often. And I mean very often. And the Deadbringer just removes that problem. If you use the big N and Electron J with it, you can just get your fame really easy. It just removes the problem of dying always and always. You gotta master it a bit though before you can see the true power. Not much to say but it's the most popular watch out of all of the watches in MVM, even pubs. Okay, the last weapon for this list. Not the best for everyone, but most people, the Converse kunai. This thing's like the big earnest big bro, and they share one thing in common. Is the definition of high risk, high reward. But better, you can get 210 max HP from doing your job. You literally have more health than soldier. You can survive lots of stuff with that health. It's really good. What comes to the downside? 70 HP. It's so low that a shotgun can just one-shot you. One-shot you from medium range and close range. Not close range, medium range. This thing, but when you get a backstab, you can survive a shotgun a lot. So yeah, you can survive lots of fat scouts. Okay, thank you for watching this my first video. This was prepared for almost a long time, and I'm happy we started the channel. Also, shout out to Weezy TF2. I was inspired by his style of content, and I enjoyed it a lot. Link to his channel in the description. One last thing.
冰淇淋